Everybody, Sanbanani, welcome to my channel. Do make sure that you are subscribed and also do like the video. So listen, you guys, it does look like being in marriage with Selego is very, very exhausting. And Uma Khumalo is showing just that, okay? A lot of people used to think ukuthi uMayeni uhlaza, Umayeni is crazy and all of that. And now we are seeing Uma Khumalo moving from being that wife that was very supportive of her husband, agrees with everything that he wanted to do, and now her saying, now it's my turn to say, this is how I want things to be, and Umselego is not buying it, okay? He wants everything to be about him, what he needs, what he wants, and how to move forward, and Makumalo is very, very frustrated. However, you guys, you can see that Uma Khumalo is not at a place where she is like, I want to leave. She's at a place where she wants something different from her marriage, and she's trying to communicate it to her husband, and her husband is not listening. And every conversation that she's walking into, you can see her wanting to give her marriage a chance. When they went and they had a sit down at the restaurant, she came in positive. She said, listen, I'm going to try and not say a lot, because when I try to say something, that was when we start fighting. And she walked into a restaurant. Selego offered to pull a chair for her. She allowed him to. She sat down. She said, thank you. They greeted each other. And it started all positive, even though it didn't end well, because Mselego does not want to listen. Mselego just wants Uma Khumalo to agree to everything that he wants, even though some of the things that he is requesting from Makhumalo are ridiculous. It is the same at the retreat. Makhumalo shows up as much as they had that horrible meeting where she was almost having a panic attack, in my opinion. She is walking in still positive when she goes to the retreat. She is excited about the fact that they've decided that she's going to share a house with Mangwabe, and she doesn't mention Mayeni, but Mayeni is going to share a house with them. And when Mseleko comes in, she greets him in a positive way. She goes to show him her room, and she sees the gifts that he had for them on the bed, and she also compliments the gift is really, really nice. It looks like you made an effort here. Thank you so much. There's a card and everything. And things go wrong when she tries to have a conversation about something that they had spoken about off camera. Okay. So remember, they had a conversation, they sit down at the restaurant. One of the things that Mselego raised was the fact that Uma Khumalo was one of the people that said that Uma Kwela was cheating on him with somebody that she worked with, and that the child, they needed to have a DNA for the child because of that. And also he brought up that whole message. Was it Makhumalo that brought the message? But the whole situation started with them with the comment that was on one of the videos that was posted by Mzansi Magic to promote the show. Somebody had insinuated that Makwela is pregnant, but that child is not Mselego. That's the reason why things are so messy. Mselego, Makhumalo sends this to Mselego to say, do you see what people are saying online? That is where the whole thing started. Makhumalo insists that she's not the one that said. It was something that was talked about. Even Mselego himself said things about Makwela, but now he wants to make it seem like it's Makhumalo that said it. And Makhumalo even said, that means that my husband actually hates me at this point, because he knows very well that I'm going to get attacked for such. So if he does not correct it, that means that he hates me, because you must tell the truth. Who actually said that? That was Makhumalo's argument. Now, Makhumalo is trying to have a conversation now, because when she is on the way to the retreat, Mseleko calls her. Okay. And they end up having a conversation about what was said at the table at the restaurant. Okay. Mseleko says to Makhumalo, this is Makhumalo that was saying it during the scene. So Umse's like, no, I know that you were hurt, and I know that our conversation didn't go well, referring to the conversation at the restaurant. And it's now they are at the retreat. So he says, I'm really sorry. I know that when we went separate ways, you were hurt and you were not okay. Then Umakumalo says, no, that's okay, because you called me on my way here and you actually said that you were sorry, that you said what you said, and that you realized that it wasn't me that said the thing, and you mixed up the people. Okay, you even say that it's because you are not well, and that whole excuse Umseleko gives. I don't know, you guys. It's possible, because I've seen people that have had a stroke, like the recovery is hardly ever 100%. So that's why I'm saying that sometimes I feel like it's an excuse from Musamselegu, but sometimes I'm like, wait, but there are possibilities that really, honestly, his memory is not all the way back, so it's hard to judge, because Musamselegu really lies a lot, so we don't know if it's because of the memory thing. So now, Makumalo, I think she wanted, in the way that I understood it, Makumalo wanted to have that conversation on camera, because remember, if somebody accuses Makumalo of saying that Makwela is cheating, obviously everybody that is on Makwela's side is going to attack Makumalo. So let's fix that on camera. You've already called me, you apologize, you did say that you made a mistake and mixed up who said what. So let's talk about it on camera. That is how I understood Makumalo. Mseleko said, wait, that's not what I'm saying, and Makumalo was made sure to say, you said it off camera when I was on my way here, you called me and apologized. So now she wants to have that conversation. I think she just wanted to have that conversation again, but now it's on camera so that we can know that there is that update now, that Mseleko now remembers who say what, and then we can know. Because Makumalo is not perfect, you guys, and eSithanjeni, hardly anybody is. There's obviously gossip that takes place. There's obviously negative things that they say about each other. But I think the worst thing is for somebody to say you said something that you did not say, and they don't want to come back on camera and say, yes, I made a mistake. This is the person that said this, and you did not say it. Now, with Makumalo having come or arrived at the retreat also positive, it turns right at that moment when she realizes that this man is not going to correct the mistake that he has admitted to just a few hours ago, a few minutes ago, because she was already on the way to the retreat. Mseleko was just checking if she's going to come, and she was already on the way. She realizes that this man is not going to fix this whole thing. That's when everything turns. Then Makumalo is like, listen, because initially when Umseleko was telling her what she has to draw about her relationship or her feelings or whatever, she was like, listen, I'm not good at drawing, but I'm going to try. Okay. Now, when she realizes that Umseleko does not want to talk about the thing that they just talked about off camera, then that's where things change. Now Makumalo is like, I don't even see the need to be drawing. If I have been talking to you as much as I have been talking to you and you don't listen to me, how the hell is a painting going to help us in this situation? I was feeling frustrated with Makumalo. It's just that, you guys, even the diary, because you can just go to a diary session and say the truth, but the problem is that I don't know who has the final, the privilege of the final edit to say this goes on, this does not go on. Because even if Makumalo went on to say to clarify on during her diary session, we don't know if they show us everything. I think that is the frustrating part about the show. As much as they are part of production, but I think that they don't have like the complete 100% of the control as what the final edited episode is going to look like. You might say things, you might explain things, but they might just, if they're trying to run a story or a certain narrative, and I do think that the show is trying to protect Mseleko, and they will show clips that support his lies sometimes, And so with Makumalo, I did feel like at some point, like, girl, just say everything in the diary session so that we can understand exactly what that conversation was like when he was calling you, But I also felt like but it's possible that they will cut it out if they really don't want us to really like see that Umselego is lying. So after that, you guys, Makhumalo was not okay after that, because I think she realized that, okay, I'm here, but we are still just doing the same thing that we are always doing. Okay. So she said that she was not going to draw that picture. So I don't know what's going to happen with their session with Umseleko, because I'm guessing, you guys, I don't know if that's the plan, but I'm guessing that since he had a session with Ma he's going to have a session with each of the wives. Okay. Now, with the stroke thing, you guys, Mseleko says that he has not fully recovered. Okay, sometimes as Izinto, they take time for him to remember things. Sometimes he mixes up stories as if this one said this and all of that, and then later on he remembers. So he says that he's not fully recovered. Okay, so what I was trying to say is that it's hard for me to know for sure that Mseleko really hasn't discovered. But if you have had in your life like somebody that has gone through a stroke, you would know it's either like mentally they come back, but like physically they still have, they don't 100% go back to their full mobility situation. Okay, sometimes they can't walk proper and whatever, but their brain is back and they can be active and they can work. Sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes both, they don't come back 100%. Okay, they recover, but not really, So even with Umseleko, I guess there are possibilities that what he says really is the way that he says it, when he says it's because I've been sick and I mix up things. And that really is evidence to how senseless it was for him to be trying to take another wife right after a stroke. Even you yourself are you admitting that you're not fully back on, being okay and in your, on your best health. Okay. So now it's like, why would you be wanting to take another wife in the state that you're in if you are admitting yourself that you are not 100% back to how you used to be? So it's a crazy situation, you guys. So when they go to dinner, all of the wives are there. Musa is there, the therapist, Undabe is there, and Makhumalo had already had it. Okay. She was just angry at this point. I guess she's realizing that this whole thing that we are here for is just some type of manipulation. But like I was saying, you guys, that I did not like Ndabe. There is a time where he is asking a question. What have you contributed to this family? He's asking everybody, Musa Mseleko and the wives. But he looks at Makhumalo and he says, put finances aside. What have you contributed to this family? Then, when it's time for Umayeni, there is a point where he says, of course, she has contributed. She's even had kids. I'm like, what are these two men trying to do? Like, what are these two men trying to do? I could understand. Like, Makhumalo was just like, I felt like she was going to blow up on Undabe, because the way that she looked at him when he was asking a question, and also there is a time where he asked everybody a question, and then when he got to Makhumalo, he says, now Makhumalo, as if Makhumalo is really like a by the way, because with every wife he was asking a direct question, saying what the question is, saying what the question is, saying what. By the time he gets to Makhumalo and says, and then you, I'm like, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? Anyway, guys, I feel like Makhumalo has had it, okay? And if they keep pushing her, they are about to get it, okay? But Makhumalo is not me. Because I was going to give them their business, all of them. I was going to give them their business, production, everybody, okay? Even Dabe. Like, get the hell out of here if you're not going to do like a proper job of trying to get us together. I don't understand that, you guys. And also, I don't understand why would they say, besides the finances, what is your contribution? How would that family live without finances? What would everybody eat? How would they have? How would they buy those houses if there was no finance? The finances are very, very important in a polygamous family, because nizodlani, nizogqokani, ingane izoyangana esikoleni and all of that. The cars, who's going to pay for the cars? The insurance, the people are having strokes and getting admitted in hospitals and they don't have money to pay. Who's going to pay for that? So to say, besides finances, what have you contributed? As if finance is not important. What do you mean? A breadwinner? Who's going to win the bread? So I feel like they did the whole retreat for Makhumalo because they're trying to push Makhumalo to get push her to a corner where she gets to admit that it is okay for her to take care of Makhwela financially. I feel like that's the whole point of the retreat. It's about changing Makhumalo's mind in this one thing that she's putting her foot down for, which is that she's not going to take care of another wife financially. Not going to do it. And they're trying to convince her. Because tell me why Ndabe, because nobody had spoken about finances at that point. Nobody. She was just asking everybody, what is your contribution to this family? But what would be the need for him to say, put finances aside, what have you contributed? Because this is exactly what Mseleko has been trying to say about Makhumalo. That Makhumalo came to the Mseleko family to have kids, and now she hasn't been able to have kids. Now she's contributing financially, but financially is by the way. And by the way, you guys, did you see Musa Mseleko at some point? He said, I have, he didn't say I have wives. He said, my family is made up of me and my wives. And he did this with his fingers. He said my wives and he did this. I'm going to go and find that picture for you. He was talking about his wives, Jay. He wasn't even saying them by name, but he said my wives. He said my wives. Can we just have a prayer night for Makhwela, because she's going to need it in that marriage, honey. Anyways, so guys, that's all that I wanted to talk about. I was disappointed at the fact that Makhumalo was disappointed so early on during the retreat. But at least that therapist is there. We're going to maybe see her having that session with the therapist. But as far as Mseleko wanting to work on his marriages, I don't think that that is the purpose of the retreat. He is saying it, but I feel like the purpose is to convince Makhumalo to agree to this one thing that Makhumalo is not wanting to agree on. Anyways, you guys, tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Like the video before you're gonna share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ngithanda kakhulu.